Today we're going to draw 3D forms. When you're drawing 3D forms, pay attention to angles and curves. There are some tricks that you're going to learn in this video to create that illusion of three-dimensional space. By creating certain angles, it'll create that movement and that illusion that your form is three-dimensional. Alright, enjoy the video and good luck creating 3D forms. We're going to work on drawing 3D forms. So the first form that we're going to draw is a cube. When we draw this form, we're going to start off with a vertical line, straight up and down. From that vertical line, we're going to draw a diagonal line. So we're going to veer this up to the right. So we're going to create a angle right there. We're going to actually repeat this angle from the top of this vertical line to the right. So a good way to check that is just to take that and drag your pencil. And then we're going to create another vertical line right here, straight up and down. Okay, on the left side, we're going to mirror it. So we want to draw a diagonal line going that way, and from the top there, we're going to do the mirror image. So we can measure, and then we're going to put a vertical line right here. Okay, so we can check our angles. All right, the next thing we're going to do from there is we're going to repeat this diagonal line. So we're going to repeat that diagonal line here. And we're going to repeat this diagonal line right there. So we'll have parallel lines. So you're going to actually have 3 sets of parallels here, 3 sets of parallels there, and 3 sets of parallels there. And what's interesting is that diagonal line creates that illusion of space. So there's a cube. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a pyramid for our next form. On this case, what we're going to do is we're going to start off just drawing our lines straight up and down. Okay, and your cube or your pyramid could be as tall as you want. Now, to create that illusion of space, again, we're going to draw a diagonal line and a diagonal line. So that's going to give you that 3D space. So the power of the diagonal line creates movement, and it creates that illusion of 3D space. And we're going to connect the dots here, and then we're going to connect the dots here. All right, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw a cylinder. With the cylinder, we're going to start off with an ellipse. Okay, so it's like a foreshortened circle. So when you see a cup, or you see a cylinder object like a cup, yeah, and it's on the table and you're looking at it at an angle, you're going to see a shape like that. Keep in mind, you want to create this curve right here. Then we're going to come down, and we're going to come down, okay, and then we're going to create this curve again. Now you could actually make that smile and bend it a little bit more if you want. It's not going to look 3D unless you get that curve, okay? Unless you get that curve. Now, the next one that we're going to do is we're going to do a cone. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to just draw kind of like the start of a capital A. All right? And then I want you to create a really big curve, like a smile for the bottom here. So the curve that you would see in an ellipse and you would see at the bottom of a cylinder and the bottom of a cone, right? If you curve it more, it's going to feel a lot more rounded. So a couple things to consider here. A good exercise would be to go through and repeat these curves. So if you're drawing, for example, a tin can, all the lines would curve around. Same thing on a cone. So if there were stripes around this, those would all look 3D as well. So I'm going to draw one more form on here. I'm going to go back to the cube concept, and I'm going to show you an exercise on how to create the illusion of space. Just a different way to draw a cube. Now for this one, we want to draw a square. Try to keep the edges of each side kind of parallel with the sides of your paper. So draw yourself a square. From each corner, we're going to create a diagonal line. It has to be the exact same direction for this exercise. So right there. So you can take your pencil and check. And then what we're going to do is we're going to repeat these horizontal and vertical lines. So this is going to look like an ice cube because you can see through it. Okay, so that is a great exercise to try. So I recommend working with these and changing the angles and then seeing what they look like with different curves. And you'll notice if the line is more straight, it's going to seem more flat. If it's more curved, it's going to seem rounded. And you can play around with different angles as well for the other forms. All right, good luck practicing drawing forms. Today we're going to draw 3D forms. When you're drawing 3D forms, pay attention to angles and curves. There are some tricks that you're going to learn in this video to create that illusion of three-dimensional space. By creating certain angles, they'll create that movement and that illusion that your form is three-dimensional. All right, enjoy the video and good luck creating 3D forms.